Kashyapa had the power to save the king, and Takshaka knew it. What happened on that road would decide everything. Adi Parva, Book 1, Chapter 39. In the previous chapter, sage Shamika sent his disciple Garmukha to warn King Parikshit of the curse his son Shringi had spoken in anger. Parikshit received the warning with grief, built a fortified palace, and posted guards. And on the 7th day, the healer Kashyapa set out to save him, only to be confronted on the road by Takshaka himself. Takshaka turned to face Kashyapa on the road and issued his challenge. If you can cure anyone I have bitten, then revive this tree I have bitten before you. Show the full strength of your mantras and all the effort you possess. I will burn this banyan tree before your eyes. Kashyapa was unmoved. Bite this tree, O chief of serpents, as you intend, he replied. After you have bitten it, I will revive it. Thus addressed, the Lord of Nagas came forward and bit the banyan tree. At once it caught fire on all sides, overwhelmed by the deadly poison of the serpent, burning thoroughly until nothing remained but ash. Then the serpent spoke again. Make your effort, O best of Brahmins. Revive this tree. Kashyapa gathered all the ash together and was calm. O king of serpents, he said, behold the power of my vidya. I will revive this tree before your eyes. And so he did. First he caused a sprout to appear from the ash, then gave it 2 leaves, then full foliage, then branches, and then spreading boughs once more. The banyan rose again, whole and living. Seeing it, Takshaka was struck. O venerable one, he said, what you have done here is truly beyond wonder. O chief of Brahmins, whatever venom kills, mine or that of any serpent like me, what do you seek to gain by going to that king? Whatever reward you wish from him, I will give you that myself, even if it is difficult to come by. The king is already crushed by a Brahmin's curse, and his span of life is nearly spent. Even in your striving, success would be uncertain. And then your fame, blazing and renowned through the 3 worlds, would fade like the rays of the sun as it sinks from sight. Kashyapa answered plainly, I go there seeking wealth. Give me that, O serpent, and I will return home. Whatever wealth you seek from that king, Takshaka said, I will give you more than that this very day. Turn back, O best of Brahmins. Hearing those words, the wise Kashyapa reflected carefully on the matter of the king. Endowed with divine knowledge, he understood clearly that the life of the Pandava king was nearly spent. There was nothing for him to do there. And so Kashyapa turned back, having received from Takshaka as much wealth as he had desired. When Kashyapa had gone, Takshaka proceeded swiftly toward the city of Nagasahvaya, the serpent-named city. As he traveled, Takshaka learned that the Lord of the earth was being carefully guarded by those skilled in mantras and antidotes against venom. He turned the matter over in his mind, seeking a way through cunning and illusion. The king would have to be deceived. Takshaka sent other serpents in the guise of ascetics, carrying fruits, leaves, and water, instructing them, go to the king quietly, as if on an ordinary errand, to present him with these offerings. The serpents did exactly as told. They brought dharma, water, and fruits to the king. The Lord of Kings accepted all of it with good grace, and having acknowledged their service, dismissed them. All of you with me, enjoy these sweet fruits brought by the ascetics. As the king and his ministers moved to take the fruits, the king lifted one and found within it a tiny worm. small, dark-eyed, and copper-colored in hue. He held it up and spoke to his ministers with a kind of settled calm. The sun draws near the horizon. Today, I have no fear of venom. Let that sage's words prove true. Let this worm bite me, becoming Takshaka by name. My obligation will thus be fulfilled. His ministers, as if driven by fate itself, agreed. The Lord of Kings placed the worm upon his neck and burst into laughter, his senses already beginning to dim as death drew near. Even as he laughed, Takshaka emerged from that very fruit and coiled around him. This chapter completes the account of the trial of Kashyapa and the serpent's deception. In the next chapter, the fall of the king and the rise of Janamejaya. After Takshaka kills the king and departs blazing through the sky, the ministers perform the funeral rites. The journey continues in the next chapter.